INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you're tuning in right now. Thank you so much for being with us here on INCRadio New York. I'm Sister Mika Jamalas, and I'll be your host for today. With me is our lovely Sister Abby. Hi, Sister Abby. How are you this morning?
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am doing well this morning, kind of trying to stay warm. I guess winter is still here in the New England region. We're having a wintry mix of freezing rain, so please stay safe out there if you have to venture out. But yes, winter is still here. How about you, Sister
Man.
Mika?
I think for us here in the New York City area, it's definitely raining. It's not cold, or maybe I was just wearing a warm jacket. I don't know. But it's not cold. It's just really, really nasty out. So we hope that wherever you are in the District of New York, you are staying dry and staying warm. Right. But at least, right, Sister Abby, the allergies aren't too bad today.
No, we were talking about our allergies earlier in our pre-show. But yeah, so the rain is kind of washing out the pollen in the air, but rain or water feeds the grass and the trees and the flowers. So I think it'll come with a vengeance later on, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. Again, thank you everyone for being with us today and for listening to us. Vent about the weather and our allergies. Before we start with anything, we will continue with our hashtag challenge. All right. Let's continue to hashtag our local congregations or extensions on the YouTube live chat. So we're seeing a lot of Bronx. We're seeing Rochester, Syracuse, Buffalo, Woodbury, Bristol, Forest Hills. Shout out to Sister Diane. And then, hi, Sister Jennifer from the local of Long Beach. Hello to our brethren from Haiti. Who else? All right, we got Belmore. Happy 30th anniversary, local of Belmore. All right, so right now we are back with letting you know who our top 3 local congregations are for our hashtag challenge. So last week, it's a different look. It's a different look for our top 3 from last week. Okay, so our top 3 local congregation is hashtag Long Island City.
Yay!
All right. And then our number 2 is Wyndham.
Wow. Haven't seen Wyndham in a while, but
I know.
congratulations,
Congratulations,
Wyndham.
Wyndham. And then this number 1, I think maybe it's because it's their anniversary, so they really got to step it up. It is Belmore. Congratulations.
Yay, congratulations, Belmore.
And of course, we cannot forget to acknowledge our top hashtaggers, right? Number 3 is Sister Lani. Number 2, we have Brother Jose Plaza. And number 1, she's probably the reason why Belmore was number 1 too, Sister Riwa Thompson.
Yay, congratulations, brethren.
Thank you so much for constantly hashtagging and repping your local congregations. But aside from hashtagging, I know we love to hashtag. I'm seeing a lot of Bronx. I'm seeing a lot of Bronx on that chat. Great job. Okay. Maybe Bronx will place for next week. Aside from hashtagging, please also fill our YouTube live chat with your answers to our proper question of the day, which is shout out your favorite people. All right, so just shout out your favorite people on our YouTube live chat. Sorry, I got distracted. And then we'll read them throughout the show, okay? All right, so Sister Abby, what is happening in the District of New York?
Yes, so in the District of New York this weekend, the Kadiwa, those who are baptized and 18 years and older, not married, will have their Kadiwa forum. So it's either happened yesterday, today, or tomorrow. So contact your local leadership or your local Kadiwa presidents or officers for further details of when this forum will be held for you in your respective locales. Also, for the Binhi, the youth of the church, those who are baptized and younger than 17 years old, they will have their Binhi forum April 5th to 7th weekend. So just again, keep your eyes and ears open for further instructions on when your Kadiwa or Binhi forum will happen or occur. And for to close out the month of March, we will have a band together on March 31st in the local congregation of Forest Hills, and it will occur at 7 p.m. So I know a lot of the performers are practicing to be able to perform for the band together not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. So I'm excited to see the performers who will participate on that day.
That's right. And, for Band Together, if you have not registered yet, please do so. We hope that you can show up and show out for the local congregations that we will be competing. We'll get to find out more about them in the coming week. And of course, especially closer to the date of our Band Together. All right. What's next, Sister Abby?
I guess now we can take a station break before we return to our topic. So, with our prompt of the day, shout out your favorite people, and we'll read them after we take a station break.
You are listening to Iglesia Ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
INCRadio Macau Satellite Studio.
Having problems finding work and life balance? Wanting tips on how to achieve and maintain productive lifestyle? Join us here in INCRadio Macau Satellite Studio this Sunday, March 24, 2024 at 9 p.m. Chinese Standard Time and Philippine Time, and together let's learn how to have a healthy and harmonious life and work relationship.
See you there!
Children's behaviors are manifested differently in various stages of life. Every individual is unique, but how do we monitor our children's developmental behavior? For this week's episode of INCRadio Spain, we will talk about autism spectrum disorder with our special guest, Dr. Teresita Cruz, a clinical psychologist. Tune in to INCRadio Spain Satellite Studio on March 24, 2024 at 3 o'clock p.m. Central European Time, 10 o'clock p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Mark your calendar and join our Wellness Sunday. Only here on INCRadio Spain Satellite Studio. See you!
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. You are tuning into INCRadio New York. Once again, I'm Sister Mika, and I'm being joined today by Sister Abby. All right, so we're gonna go straight to our main topic. So earlier we asked all of you to shout out your favorite people on our YouTube live chat. We're going to read that in just a little bit. Let me just intro first, right? So humans are social beings, and we have the inherent desire to be close to people by connecting and building relationships. However, we do meet different people that may or may not have a positive impact in our lives. Today on INCRadio New York, we are going to discuss how to have positive relationships and how we can maintain them. All right. So let's read some of the shout outs. Sorry.
It's very cute what's going on in the YouTube live chat. It like warms my heart.
There's definitely a lot of love going on, which is amazing. I love it. All right, so let's see. Let me just scroll up a little bit here. Where are we? So wait, who are we shouting out? Where? Sister Lizelle, shout out to the Boston Brethren, favorite people in the area. We have Sister Marisol saying, shout out Paul to all District of New York. We love you all, Paul, and all the brethren around the world. That's so sweet. Even sweeter here. Brother Peter Vanal, shout out to Christy Vanal. And then Sister Christy Vanal says, shout out to Peter Vanal. That's so cute. And then Sister Marisol, shout out to beloved brethren from the local of Boston, wishing you a very best day for us together. And I just saw this one. Sister Serena says, shout out to my dad, Peter Vanal, and my mom, Christy Vanal. I love you, Paul. So adorable. So cute. Oh, man. Sister Lizelle says, shout out to Atamika. Don't tell Christian, but you're my favorite at INCRadio. As long as Christian doesn't watch today's show. He's never going to find out. And then, of course, we have, thank you, Sister Marisol. Shout out to Sister Mika. Sister Christy, shout out to my favorite K-pop group, who's also my favorite K-pop group. I don't know. Am I allowed to say their name?
I think we know who they are.
It rhymes with behind the scenes. And then Brother Russell, shout out to my Bronx brethren. From Sister Anna, hey Ari from Bronx. And then Sister Ari says, hi Annabelle, #Bronx. We love that Bronx is so active in our YouTube live chat today. We love it. Keep it coming. All right. So we read some of these shout outs. So these are pretty much, like the positive relationships in our lives, right? Now, we're going to try and find ways, Sister Abby, what are some of the ways that we can create, build, and maintain these positive relationships?
I think first you have to, in our previous topic, we have to kind of know ourselves. You have to kind of figure out who you are as an individual, what your priorities are, what your goals are, who you want to associate with. You want to have a positive relationship or have positive people in your life. You want them to also kind of align with your goals, your ideas, your priorities. So you have to kind of know who you are as an individual first before you find people that will have a positive impact on you. That's what I think.
And I think also getting to know yourself, right? I feel like it'll be, or like being able to love yourself, you're able to, I feel like we always talk about this, right? So you have to love yourself first before you can love other people. But it's true, right? Sometimes being insecure and, not knowing exactly what you want, that can be, the tipping point to maybe having problems with a relationship or, maybe down the road. So what else? What else do you think, Sister Abby?
I know brethren or people in general that we have a lot of stuff going on in our lives. We have families, we have school, work, extracurricular stuff, church stuff. But we have to kind of be mindful of trying to maintain our relationships, both friendships, significant others, family relationships. Like you can't, go months on end without communicating or talking to people and go back and expect to have like the same relationship. People change over time. So you have to kind of put forth the effort to maintain these relationships because they also know that, I'm an important person in this person's life. So I know things happen, but, checking in every once in a while, just send a text or say, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I stop by your work? Or are you free? Or do you want to have a lunch date or something? I'm in your area. Like those quick, little meetings can help, maintain those relationships.
But I mean, right, putting forth work and effort, right? There's you also have to appreciate your very low maintenance relationships, right? So
Yes.
like your low maintenance friendships, because like you said, right, we get so busy, and especially as adults, right? I feel like we
Mhm.
have to kind of schedule our hangouts with our friends because
Yes.
there's work stuff, and then there's self stuff, and then there's church stuff, and that your friends also are tired,
Mhm.
so you kind of like have to you know pick out like a good timing for all of you. So it's I really appreciate also my friends who are very low maintenance, that even though I don't get to see them often, or catch up with them often, where we whenever we do see each other, right, it's like we just pick back up from where we left off.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, my group of friends, we're kind of pretty low maintenance. We're trying to like we kind of make a conscious effort where we try to schedule at least one weekend or one afternoon or whatever that all of us can just hang out at someone's house or go out for breakfast, or hang out in the park, because most of them have kids now. So I mean, we try and make the effort, but when we hang out like 2 or 3 months down the road, like it's still like normal. So I do appreciate my low maintenance friends, because I tend to also kind of disappear when life gets kind of chaotic and hectic. So yeah.
Totally. I totally agree with that. It's also very important that in a relationship that we set and respect boundaries,
Hmm.
right? So like yeah, we all get busy. So it's not just like time or like availability when it comes to boundaries. Um but what other, like, do you think that that's a big thing also in relationships, Sister Abby?
I do. I mean, because it can get stressful when you feel like your boundaries are being pushed, and you want that respect too of your time, because um, and you have to respect others people's time, because time is very precious. That's like one of the most valuable things that we have is our time. So they have their schedule, they have their responsibilities, their priorities, so you should also respect if they can't meet up or if they can't talk to you at that moment. But just say, hey, whenever you're free, just can I give you a call, or I need to talk to you, or just you have to make time and effort, but also respect that they can't drop everything at the drop of a hat if you need something.
Agreed. And that's why it's also very important. Communication is definitely very important in each relationship,
Hmm.
right? Whether it's your family, it's it's your friends, or it's your, significant other.
Hmm.
Definitely we have to not just be able to talk to them, but be able to listen to them, right? Because you can have your boundaries, but if your friends or your partner isn't willing to listen, and understand, then the point is moot, right?
Yes.
um right, and there's a reason why you trust these people, right?
Hmm.
And as your as a friend, right, or as a participant in the relationship, you also have to be trustworthy, that you'll be able to not just express your whatever it is that you need to express, but to also take it in and listen and understand.
Yeah. I mean, those like understanding people in your life, also create those good feelings, that you have. Like they understand what you're going through, even though you can't really express it, or they's like, oh, I know I haven't heard from so and so, or he or she doesn't have time for me, but I understand. I really appreciate my understanding friends and people, because they know you, they know that you're busy, and they understand that if you can't, hang out, or you can't do certain things. It helps when you have those kind of understanding people in your life.
Agreed. I totally agree. Sister Ari says honest communication is also important for a positive relationship. And then, of course, yes, we are busy. Sister Marisol says, yes, we're busy, but we can make time for everything, like to reach out to those closest to our hearts. Yes, I know. Like, so my mom and I live in like two different parts of the world.
Mhm.
She's in the Philippines and I'm here. So the time difference is also a little weird. But whenever we can, we send each other messages. Um, and we try to catch up when it's not too late in the Philippines, and then it's not too early here. That's when we'll have like our like 2 minute video call.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of like how we're living now, like with technology. You can do these video chats, you can send texts through like certain apps that don't require you to have like a phone plan. As long as you have internet, you can send messages to each other and stay connected. Like, back in the day, they had calling cards when you had a landline phone,
I used to use
and you have
calling
to,
cards
yeah,
back then.
back then I remember my grandmother would have to go to a store, purchase a certain amount of time to get a calling card so that you can call abroad. But now, like, you have like these apps that as long as you have internet connection, you can call them without, like, when they're available and whatnot. You can video chat through like these other apps, so you can see them face to face. So it's, if you have those people that are abroad or long distance, you can still maintain those positive relationships you created in like high school, college, or if you're in different locales, like when you visit different locales and you meet this like really cool person, you can still keep in communication through social media and all these different apps.
That's right. And also, a really, really good comment from Diamond Elf.
I
It's
think that's Sister Elvira from
Sister
Wyndham.
Elvira. I'm like, I only know one person whose name starts with Elv. Well, you mentioned a really good thing, right? Quality friends over quantity. I know sometimes when we're younger, we like having a lot of friends, but
Mhm.
as you grow older, it's very important to have quality friendships. So these are the tried and true friendships, whether they've been in your life for a long time or whether, you know, they, they've only been in your life for a little bit, but your values mesh and your personalities mesh really well. And these people are, the people that you're most comfortable with and you trust. Definitely quality over quantity. Um, right. And then what else? What else can we do, Sister Abby? Or actually, why is it important that we are able to maintain and build and have these positive relationships?
I think overall it kind of helps with our how we feel, makes us happier because we have all these like good people in our lives. So you feel overall happier and satisfied with your life. You have those positive people to build you up or also be the voice of reason, also kind of keep you on track, just like they remind you of your goals, your priorities. So it kind of helps in that aspect. And it'll make you also feel less alone, if you have those good if those good people in your life, even though if they're low maintenance and whatnot, at least you always know who you can call on, that quality friendship, those quality relationships, so that even though you're going through a tough time, there's that one or two trustworthy people that you can call or just say, hey, like, can you talk? And you won't feel as alone as you may feel at the moment. Yeah.
That's totally right. That's funny. We keep mentioning those low maintenance relationships. Like,
Yeah.
I do have friends where all I do is we don't even send each other messages. We just send each other memes on social media.
There's like those memes as like, yeah, you're good friends. Like all you do is send memes to them and they just get it. That's,
Agreed.
yeah. Yeah.
Right. And what else? Like, what do you think that having positive relationships um brings you more stress or like less stress?
I think it brings you less stress because there's just a good influence on your life. It's easy to have those positive relationships. It's not too difficult. When things get difficult, that causes more stress. So if things are easy and you have those easygoing friends or relationships, it just provides, I think, less stress on you and yourself and what on your mental being and your emotions. And like what we mentioned in the earlier of the show, we're social people, and having like those good people in your life, you have those good connections. And there are studies out there that I've been quickly reading, that having a close knit community or close friendships actually make you live longer. So you see those 55 and older communities like in Florida, and there's in Connecticut and other states, like just to help the elderly build relationships, and therefore foster those good positive relationships. And then they tend to live a little bit longer because they have people that they can connect with and have some good things in their life.
Totally agree. And it's definitely important that we don't feel alone, right? Because when you feel alone, it's a higher chance to develop sadness or even depression, which of course just shortens your, I feel like it shortens your lifespan,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, any kind of stress on your body, can shorten your lifespan, and it can lead to other like health issues if you have constant stress. So, when you have lower stress with making those connections, or feeling less alone and knowing who to talk to, that can also reduce your risk for other health problems.
Totally. And then of course, like what we've been talking, like if these people, if you're positive, obviously they're positive relationships, so they're people that you trust, and you can vent to them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that definitely helps you definitely helps you have less stress. And also it increases your sense of worth and belonging, right? It's like you feel like you're part of something, and that's, I feel like a lot of people look for that, and some people look for that their entire life. So if you do have those positive relationships, make sure that you treasure them, that you work on them. Don't take them for
For
granted.
granted. Yep. Yep. Sister Lizelle says, great friendship are those people who inspire to do better, be a better person. They are people you can grow with, even if you are apart. That's a good way to say
Yeah.
it.
Amazing. Yeah, I agree. All right,
Yep.
so we are at that part of the show. Let's just quickly read some greetings and then
Yes, we'll quickly read some greetings. We have Brother Geb. Good morning. INCRadio New York tuning in from the local of Anaheim, District of Orange County, California. Stay tuned to INCRadio, Orange County, California. Later on today, we have Brother Nathaniel Russell. Hello from South Central States in Texas. We have Sister Sally Helopo tuning in to INCRadio New York. Greetings from Isabella West. We have Brother Richard Salinas. Good morning, po, to all the brother viewing from Bermuda Group Worship Service. Brother Ricardo said hello, po, to all brethren there in the New York District. Happy viewing from the local of Friends, Italy South District. And Brother Russell says, shout out to those who had made an impact on my life for better or for worse. And Sister Rodora Fernandez, hashtag Brox, thank you, Forest Hills Deacons who helped us. Yes.
And can't forget, Sister Mila Hidalgo says,
Yes.
hi, my daughter.
Hello, mother. Anyways.
So adorable. Okay. So yes, that is all for our show today. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We hope that you've learned something new or reinforced something that you've already known before. Thank you so much to the church administration for giving us a platform to speak about important topics like these. Don't forget to catch us again next week, Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 11:30 p.m. Philippine Time.
And greetings to the district staff, station manager, executive producer, main studio techs, especially to our district minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, assistant district minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omelda, our CFO advisor, Brother Ivan Diaz, our multimedia bureau advisor, Brother JR Resurrection. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good night.
Stay dry, everyone.